All right, I want to call a listener here. I want to call Christina Martinez, who had a traffic citation nightmare. And you got to hear this. This is something we've spoken about on the show. And anyone that is legitimately guilty of this, I think all four of your tires ought to be slashed with a buck knife, okay?
All right, luckily, you're not a judge, so.
Exactly. I'd hang and judge MJ. Yeesh. All right. I got to call Christina.
All right.
Because Christina had an issue, and Christina was not guilty of this. And I just got to find out what the resolution is. Hang on, let me get Christina on the phone, and then I'm going to share the direct message she sent to me. At is it a 5? Oh, no, it's a 6 1. All right, calling Christina Martinez. Let's get her on the phone here.
Hello.
Christina.
Hi.
Hey, MJ, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right. I got to tell you a story.
Now, hopefully.
Yeah, you're better. Is it fixed?
It's hopefully. I mean, we got an email from the officer.
All right. Hold on. Let me read your initial direct message. And folks, I'm as responsive as can be. You send me an email. If you've got any content or you want to say something, you want to ask a question, you can email my private email, mj@mjmorningshow.com anytime. You can send me a direct message. My Instagram is certified MJ Radio. Christina sent me this direct message, and it said, "Hey, MJ, I was listening to an old show of yours on the podcast, and you were talking about the school bus cameras. Well, I got a hell of a story. I received a bus ticket in the mail. Confused, I open it up. It was a tag starting with RLR. My tag starts with RLA. The school bus camera was in Miami-Dade. I live in Seminole. Having been to Miami, or haven't been to Miami in over 20 years. To dispute the ticket, they wanted me to show up in Miami at a court hearing. I ended up calling the Miami police and found the officer that signed the ticket to get him to remove it. The company they hire for those camera reads are unreal. They kept hanging up on me. The big problem was I'm a gig worker. My driving record has to stay clean. It's amazing how someone's error could destroy someone's life in an instant. Well, I don't know if your life is destroyed, but it's certainly a hell of a hassle. All right, so
yeah, it could have been if it hit my driving record.
What did the officer say when you finally got a hold of this Miami-Dade officer who signed off on the ticket? What did he say or she say?
Well, it was his supervisor. I was able to get a hold of his supervisor. I had to show him because when you get the bus cameras, it's just like the red light cameras. So they send you a ticket with your picture.
Yeah, and they have a private company, as you mentioned, that they review all of the video and the camera shots of you running red lights or whatever. And, of course, many of the counties around the state now, they've got the school bus cameras. When the red flashing lights come on a school bus and the stop arm comes out, you got to stop. I've got zero tolerance. Any schmuck on wheels, any ass clown that runs around a school bus where kids are getting on and off is an imbecile and, should have their car crushed. You know what? I think your car ought to be crushed in a crusher. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, Christina.
I have 3 kids, so I know exactly how you feel. But, I went online to check because I saw it was Miami-Dade County. Now, my husband drives Lyft, but he said he didn't drive down to Miami. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So I pulled up the video, and it shows the car passing the bus or whatnot. Now, I have a 2013 Elantra that's gold. This was actually a Hyundai Elantra as well, but it was like the newest one, the 2024.
Right.
There's a big difference with the way that they look.
But also the license plate, your tag starts with you start with RLA, and the car that was cited, it's RLR. So it was a misread.
Right, and it was only one letter off. The rest of the digits were exactly the same as
wow.
me. And it just so happened that they have a Hyundai Elantra just like me.
That is amazing.
But mine's older. mine's older and a different color. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is not even my car. So
How long did it take you to resolve the issue once you got a hold of the
about
police?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
About 2 weeks.
So you spent hours trying to rectify
Yes.
this.
Yeah, I spent hours on the phone with the bus company. And I got the supervisor. I finally got a supervisor because I told him there's no possible way I could show up in Miami. I live in Stanford. So that's a good 5.5 hour drive.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Right. So I told him, I was like, I can't show up to Stanford. To Miami to dispute this ticket. So the guy that I spoke with, the supervisor, I said, can you just do me a favor and pull up the video of the license plate and look at the license plate number and tell me if that license plate number matches the what you have in that you issued the ticket for. He refused to look at the picture. They would not take any.
That is unbelievable. It's
right.
It's their error. It's a misread. And for them to blow you off, that is absolutely insane. Hey, Christina, I wanted to get you on and tell the story. Most of these tickets are legit, and they're total turds that are just going around school bus stop arms and flashing lights. But here's a case where it was an error, and you had to jump through all kinds of freaking hoops to get it solved. Christina, thanks for letting me know.
No problem. Thank you for calling.
What
bye-bye.
a hassle.
Bye.
Yeah, I just thought that was a good story to tell. You like the video? If so, go ahead and click like, share, subscribe, and get more.